Hi guys, welcome back. Earlier on I did say to someone on one of my messages that I'd post a video regarding profit taking, what my strategy is and how I actually do this. So let's make this, first of all, let's get the legal part out of the way. I'm not a financial advisor, so please don't take this as a financial advice and only use it for educational purposes. So let's get into what we're going to talk about today. So I buy cryptocurrency, and I always make sure that I always try to take profits out on the way up, especially on the way up. And if I'm buying, so if I'm intending to buy, then I always buy on the way. Anything going down, then I'll kind of buy, and I'll explain how I do it. Just as a theoretical number, let's say we want to buy £1,000 worth or $1,000 worth, whatever you want to call it. Instead of buying £1,000 in one go, so I'm talking about when the market goes down, I will use my £1,000 to buy 5 times rather than buy all at once. This way I will possibly get a little bit more crypto on the way down. So every time it goes down and I buy say 100, 200 pounds worth, I'll end up getting a little bit more than if I did at the time when I thought that it was, I wanted to enter. On the way up, what I'll do is say, I've already bought, so I bought £1,000 worth, and on the way up, if I want to do this for a spot market reasons, then what I'll do on the way up, if I see that I've made 20% gain or 30% gain, I'll try to take my initial investment out as soon as I can. However, things kind of change, right? So that's the normal strategy. But in a bull market, you have a complete different strategy. So during the bull market, what you'll find is prices could spike. We could easily see double, triple, quadruple, 5x, easy. So because of that, during a bull market, the best thing to do is actually, if you double your money, take out half of, so take out your initial investment and just keep the profits there. This way, you don't actually lose anything. So that's something that I quite do a lot, especially in the bull market, right? Because I know it's a bull market, I know that I'm only going to go up. So what's the point in me leaving my initial investment there? And what I do, say for example, I put £1,000 in and my £1,000 became £2,000. It doesn't matter if it's Ethereum, Bitcoin, or any other altcoin. It's the same story with all of them, right? Same strategy. So my Bitcoin itself, not Bitcoin, crypto, let's call it crypto. Crypto doubles in price. So I bought £1,000, it became 2,000. At that point, what I'll do, I'll take half my money, I'll take the money out that I invested, which is £1,000. So now I'm left with only profit money. Now, if it climbs up and it goes to 5,000, I don't care, it's all profit money, right? So I'm making more money with my money. However, my personal cash that I put in, I've taken it out. Now, this gives me two things, right? So one is that I don't have any investment, I'm only playing with profits. So I know that my risk is 100%, zero risk now. So I've got zero risk because my money's back in my pocket. And number two, it gives me one opportunity that I do quite often. I'll take that profit money and I'll buy another altcoin that I think will be pumping or something like this. But again, you got to decide which one you want to go in. There's hundreds, there's thousands there. So what I do, I usually take the profit money, I put it into another one that I think is going to pump. More often than not, during a bull market, they do pump, right? Bear market's a whole different scenario. Bear market's a lot more risky, which is why I like to take as much profits, or not profits, I like to take my initial investment out as much as I can during a bear market. But during a bull market, if I know it's going to double, I'm going to take all of my investment out and then just play around with the profits. And take that investment and then reinvest it somewhere else and then grow that money somewhere else. That's what I do. Now I know one particular guy, he said to me, how he's expecting Ethereum to go around 5K and then he's going to take it. Bro, I just got a message for you. We have no idea. Nobody on this planet, right, has a crystal ball that says Bitcoin will, or Ethereum will go to $5,000 tomorrow or $5,000 in 5 years. Or if it's going to go back to 500 or even 50 quid. We don't know. So don't risk that, okay? Don't gamble yourself based on certain numbers. If it says 5K and if we're heading towards the 5K trajectory, right? My advice would take your initial investment out as soon as you can, right? And then if it climbs up to 50K, God, bro, good luck to you, right? And if it doesn't, it goes down, at least you haven't lost anything. Please understand this, because whenever you're investing in anything, and I'm not talking about crypto, I'll talk about any investment, right? Any investment. The moment you decide to invest, the moment you decide to put that money down, your capital is at risk. You have decided to risk all of your money. And as a good investor, as a smart investor, the smartest thing to do would be to take your initial investment out as soon as you can. So then, regardless where the market goes, regardless what happens basically with your investment, you're still going to have something to play back with. And you can reinvest it somewhere else and do whatever you want. So please understand this. They call it dollar cost averaging in and dollar cost averaging out. I usually dollar cost average out fast, right, as soon as I can. So that's something I wanted to say. Also, another thing, a lot of people like, how do you get more Bitcoin and this and that, mining and all of this, yeah? Right, let me explain something to you. There's 3 ways of getting more Bitcoin. One, you buy, okay? Simple, fast, that's what you do. You just buy as many Bitcoin as you can, right? That's one. Number 2, you go and mine it, the Bitcoin. But what you find out when you're mining, the equipment you're going to spend money on basically costs an arm and a leg, number 1. Number 2, your electricity costs, depending where you are. If you've got free electricity, great. And then you've got to understand that you've got to either join a pool or do it yourself, right? If you do it yourself, you get a chance of getting more Bitcoin. But if you join a pool, you're getting a share of the pool. Is it going to be worthwhile? That's what's important. So when it comes to, that's that. And then the third way is the highest risk is basically if you're going to do trading, right? So if you're going to do trading, it's got the highest amount of risk there. You're literally risking everything. So you could, if your trade's good, yeah, you can make a lot more Bitcoin. If you don't, and you get your trade wrong, and I do sometimes, basically, like currently during this bull season, I have to say I've probably lost about 10% of my trades, okay? However, during a bear market, yeah, it's 50-50. I win some, I lose some. It's part of the game, right? But whatever you put in, you have to understand that the moment you press that, it's gone, right? It's gone. So that's how I treat it. I've only put money in that I'm willing to literally, burn, right? Or throw away. So unless it's that, I won't trade it. I won't go in for high leverage trades or anything like that. I want to stay safe because I want to keep as many crypto. So right now, I don't know if you guys notice, a lot of the time I'm posting, I'm on the sideline, I'm on the sideline, I'm on the sideline. And whenever I do open the trades, I'm opening very small trades because until Bitcoin goes back to the 42,000 levels, I'm not confident. I needed to go above 42,000. I needed to confirm it's above 42,000. And then my prediction of 52,000 is not far, right? And that's what I want to trade. I want to trade 42,000 confirmation all the way to 52,000. So I know if I open a trade around 42, I've got good enough support, good enough resistance. Right now, we don't have any support there. We've got resistance, but no support there. I need support for me to know that, okay, it won't go below that price. That's what I need. Ethereum, as I said earlier on as well, Ethereum is kind of like in a blue sky at the moment. It just broke today, it just broke its all-time high. So it just went to 1,440 something. So it broke it, which is good, only by a couple of dollars. And also on that one, you have to understand, Ethereum's soon going to go into, it's going to go into the range of where per move it could do $200-300. We're not going to see these $10-20 per hour movements and this and that, right? We'll probably see $100 $200 movements, right? Just the same as Bitcoin. Currently you're seeing a lot of resistance and a lot of support, but during this time you're seeing like £500 out, £500 down. But I'll tell you this year, we will be soon, and I've said it before, we're going to be in the region of like doing 5,000 up, 5,000 down, something like this, probably even more. So the higher the Bitcoin go, 1% could be anything, right? So currently 1% is like 1,500 quid. So you have to understand this. Or 1% is like what? Yeah, something like that. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But the point is the bigger the number is, a percentage move will have a lot of effect on your thing. So you have to understand when you're going in. So that's the thing. 3 ways of getting Bitcoin. More Bitcoin, more Ethereum. Ethereum I don't trade at the moment. I will start trading Ethereum probably once I have a good weekly closure above the all-time high. So I need this week to complete. So on Sunday, I'm going to see how this closes. If it closes negative or positive, if it's on a positive week, then I'll open it. So it doesn't matter what price it is. As I always say, as a trader, it doesn't matter what price you trade at. Buying Ethereum. Right, let's go to buying Ethereum. As I've mentioned before, at these rates, anybody buying Ethereum or anybody buying Bitcoin, you just call it a discount because we're at the beginning of a bull market. So during the beginning of a bull market, it doesn't matter what price you buy it, you can always make a certain amount of profits. I always promote one other thing as well, guys. Remember, you gotta, whatever money you put in, you've got to be able to be willing to put it in for 5 years, number one. Number two, you got to have a price that you're going to exit. So exit means like take profit or whatever. Coming on to this, like for example, I'll give you a good one. I'm gonna all my Ethereum is locked up, but if I was to end the Ethereum that I have, so I've got some free Ethereum that I use for my daily expenses. Those Ethereum, if they go to like about 5k or something like this, I'm gonna not only take my, so currently I've already taken my initial out, number one. So I'll be honest with you, I've taken 100% of my initial investment out. Number two, what I'm gonna do is, as it's quite good, I'll probably take 50% out in cash. All right, so when we go around 2k, I'm going to take 50% out in cash, so that then I've got more cash to play around with, do whatever, and then the rest I'm going to leave it there. So you can go to 5k, 50k, 5 quid. I don't really care. Bitcoin long term, so Bitcoin I'm not touching. I won't touch Bitcoin for another 10 years at least. I'm not cashing out anything on those. The only way I do Bitcoin, making more Bitcoin or making profits on them or take profits, right, is from my trades. And it's from the buying and selling that I do as a P2P trader. So I hope this helps. And remember, guys, if you like the content, if you like what I'm doing, you know, smash the like up, subscribe, share with one another, help somebody, and let's grow this community, because that's the most important thing. It's not always going to be charts, so I want to drop this one as well. It's not always going to be about charts. You know, I might all of a sudden some days I might just drop something else, just kind of mix it up a little bit. Because every day is not about charts, right? Most of the charts that I send, I usually send it to the Telegram group or the Twitter, and Twitter will automatically send it to the Telegram group anyway. So those are the kind of things I'm doing, and let's see, you know, let's see how far we can take this. Currently, as I said, it's a bull market, crypto. There's going to be a top. I personally, I'm going to drop out. Drop out as in, like, for example, if I do cash out of stuff, there's a particular time I'm going to cash out. I'll make another video on that, and I'll show you what my target levels are and when I'm going to go based on certain charts. So yeah, I mean, as I said, it's hard to find the market bottom, and it's hard to it's hard to know when the market bottom is going to be, and it's hard to know when the market top is going to be. Nobody can do that. Nobody's got a crystal ball. But there are certain trends we can follow. We can look at previous history to kind of tell us where the future is going to be, right? We look at those trends, and we can see. Also, another thing I want to quickly just drop in, actually, before I forget, this is a really important one. When Bitcoin and cryptocurrency or whatever, when we were first playing around with it, it was just a bunch of coders and hackers and everything, and, you know, respect to the cyberpunk, right, who created Bitcoin and who kind of not created, who well, one of them did create it, but the point is they contributed to it. Then it went to, a few years later, it went to the public, right? So retail investors, or whatever you want to call them, that's where it went. And now institutions are coming in, and institutions have been coming in for the past few years, 3-4 years, publicly. Before that, God knows how many have already come in, but I'm not talking about those, right? I'm not going to talk about the publicly, the ones that are coming in. They are taking Bitcoin to another level, and it's a good level, by the way. They will soon stabilize Bitcoin. They will stabilize it in such a way that anybody who puts money there, maybe not, they won't, you know, in the future, people won't probably make these kind of gains. We probably won't have, you know, 10x, 20x, half x, you know, 100x gains anymore. But it will be a good store of value. Means that whatever money you put in there will stay the same, hopefully, right? That's the kind of level they're going to stabilize it at. And even if it does go up, it will probably go up 1 or 2%, nothing more, nothing crazy like this. Or if it goes down 1 or 2%. So that's what the institutions are going to do, because they've got a lot of money to play with, and last thing they want to do is shaft each other. So they're going to do this because that's how they're playing this game. We're in it for the game, right? We're in it for the money. I mean, in fact, I'm not even in it for the money. I'm just following the money. So you got to understand what I'm trying to say here. I'm following the money, and I'm following what the institutions are doing. If the institutions are going in and they're being very bullish, I'm also being very bullish. And you can see that if you follow a company called Grayscale. Just type in GBTC on Google and you will see everything that comes up. These guys are buying, you know, thousands and thousands of Bitcoin per day, sometimes per week, per month. It's unbelievable how much they're buying. and they're kind of diluting the market to the point where I don't think there's going to be any Bitcoin available on exchanges, and even if it is, it's going to be stupid money, right? Let me explain to you. This is going to be stupid money. What I mean by that is there are going to be some people who are going to be selling it for cash or whatnot, and there will be people buying, and especially those institutions buying it up fast. This is where guys like me come in, where what I do is basically, if I see the market's going up or something like this, I'll buy it, right? I'll buy as much as possible, provided I have the cash, basically. So I'll buy, and because I know that ultimately they want to buy, so they're going to take the money off us. They're going to take our Bitcoin off us, give us whatever the market rate is, and then later on in the future, they're going to be selling it back to us when we FOMO back in or whatever. They're going to be selling it back to us for 10, 20 times the price, or whatever they decide that the market level should be, or the standard base rate should be, right? Because these guys, they have the power to do this, we don't. So yeah, I mean, let's wrap this one up, and what I'll do is I'll catch you on the next one and see where we go from that. So yeah, guys, like, subscribe, share, hit that bell button, and select all. It's very important. The algorithm needs to pick up these stuff. The more you guys support me through the shares and the likes and the subscriptions, the more I'm going to be, how would I say this, encouraged to make more for the community and continue with this journey. And as I said, I'll be in this journey regardless whether the market's up, whether the market's down, and every now and then I'll mix it up with another one and see where we go from there. Take care, guys. Look after yourself, and as always, bye bye.